So I recorded like this first impressions like 5 times for this mouse because I got so many different things about this mouse that I just love, but I didn't want this video to be too long. So I'm just going to decide to just do it like this. Off top, this is the Lethal Gaming Gear LA-1. You know what I'm saying? Comes with core pads in the box. Comes with core pads pre-installed, bro. Like, what mouse you know doing that? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen something like this since the X2 when they did the FPS aim trainer pack. Outside of that, it does come with like this little trash ass rubber cable. I'm not even gonna bother pulling out. You know what I'm saying? That's shame on you, Lethal. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, 4K dongle does come with a braided cable, so that's a plus. But Lethal always, you know what I'm saying, do good shit, so I can't fault them for that. Now, just outside of just the unboxing experience and whatnot, this mouse for me felt so natural in my hand. I love the concave. If you look at the mouse 1, mouse 2, hopefully you can see it's a very slight concave. In hand, it just gives you more grip when you're trying to be precise, target switch, track, flick, whatever. And then on the side, we have some curves to go with it, but they're very soft, very light. They feel very good. I messed around with this mouse in Covex for about 15-20 minutes, nothing crazy, and it felt so natural. It felt like I was using the X2, or it felt like I was using a ZA-13C, or maybe even an OP1. And overall, that's really what this mouse kind of remind me of, an OP1 that got a little curvy, you know what I'm saying? OP1 got a little thick and was like, I want a little ass on me, you know what I'm saying? So they got curvy. And that's what it feels like. It just literally feels like maybe a slightly longer OP1 or a less aggressive ZA-13C. So if you love those type of shapes, then you would naturally love this mouse. Now, in my opinion, this mouse is extremely underrated, and I feel like that it needs to be talked about more. I haven't seen enough reviews, enough Reddit posts, enough anything talking about this mouse, because this mouse, so far for me, is looking like main mouse territory type shit. And the only reason why I say main mouse territory is because it offers a lot of things that I like from different mice and just combines it all and give me what I'm looking for. Now, I will say the one downside about that is, just like I said, it combines different aspects of different mice. Out of the 4 to 5 shapes that I did list, because what I said, the ZA-13C, X1R, OP1WE, X2, and then also the Sora V2, out of all of those shapes I'm listing, you can probably find a quality or two that you like in those shapes that you will probably get before you get the Lethal Gaming Gear LA-1. And then plus another issue with this mouse too is that, well, at least on this copy, it has a side flex issue, so that's why I was able to get it so cheap. But just outside of that, the release, you know what I'm saying? The manufacturers kind of hold Lethal with the release, and I really hate that because Lethal is like, they do really good shit for the community. I love Lethal, bro. Love their mouse pad. I love everything they do, and it just really sucks to see like them get hold like that. So that kind of ruined things for the mouse, and I feel like that kind of what ruined the traction of this mouse. You know, stopping it from being like a big dog. But I will say, like, if you want a mouse that offers 4K polling, a shape that is familiar and that feels smaller in hand as well, because it is a medium-sized mouse. It's slightly longer than the OP1, but it feels like a very small mouse in hand. And that's part of the hump placement because of how flat the hump is, even though it's like not the flattest, but it's very flat. This is a really good mouse, a really underrated mouse, and I feel like that so far, at least for me off the first impressions and messing around with it, that, like I said, this is main mouse territory. Now, one thing I am really excited about with this mouse is seeing when the Sora V2 come out, comparing it to this mouse, because from Elo shapes, you can kind of see that these mouses are almost identical. This mouse is slightly more narrow and a little bit longer, while the Sora V2 is a little bit more of a wide body and a little bit shorter. But they're very similar. Hump placement is very similar and just looks like almost the same mouse. So these two mice are going to be competing against each other in the same market, and I do feel like the Sora V2 will become like the eventual like top dog winner, just because more people know about Sora and more people are invested into that. But I do feel like that if you're unable to get a Sora, or you don't like the X1R because of the curves and how it's designed, or let's say you Atlantis Mini because of the curves, or how flat the OP1 is, or the X2 just feel too wide, this is a mouse you can try. Like, off first impressions, like, just no gas in this shit. Like, this is a mouse that I feel like easily for me is a main mouse, and it's extremely underrated so far. The only thing I don't like about it so far is the side buttons. and not because they're small, but because they're mushy as fuck. But they're not mushy in a bad way. It's like a premium mushy, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like clicky tactile. It's like mushy to where it feels good to click because it's some good side buttons, but it just doesn't have that punch, that type shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got that heavyweight hit on it. But other than that, first impressions, I like this mouse. I like how it got core pads pre-installed and it comes with an extra set. And to be honest, it made me miss using core pads because I've been using so many other skates, and just going back to core pads felt so good with a shape that feel familiar in hand. Oh my God, bro. Like, the clips I'm going to get with this mouse is going to be crazy. But with all that being said, I'm finna go get some clips. I'm finna go grind Kovacs and really see what this mouse talking about, and just see if what I feel like so far with this mouse is accurate. I will leave a link in the description so you can go check this mouse out. Check out the Lethal Gaming Gear warehouse sale. And if you do find yourself wanting to try this mouse out, I definitely 100% recommend trying it out, at least because the mouse is on sale right now for what, about $59 or something like that. And you can get the 4K dongle for about $16 to $13 or something like that. And the shipping is really fast, 2-day shipping, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so definitely worth trying. A really amazing shape so far, and I will get that review out really soon. But other than that, man, it's been your boy Widget, and I'm out.